Hey friends, Lindsay here. So I am popping in for something that I am going to call real life Reno. As we've approached this season, we've gotten a lot of criticism first off, like, oh my gosh, you guys are crazy to be renovating with 2 babies. And I totally get that. There's many days we think they're right, even though we still feel a lot of purpose in what we're doing. But we've also gotten a lot of praise, like, wow, you guys are so much braver than I am to tackle this with 2 kids. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are so strong. I could never do that. And I just feel really convicted that I need to share that life is not perfect, that this journey has been one of the hardest things that we've ever done. And it's been tough with 2 kids. And so I want to share where we are currently at, what we're currently living through, so that you guys are aware that life isn't perfect for us by any means, and I think that's so important to share. So I'm popping in today with no makeup. As you can see, I've worn makeup one time in the last week and a half since we moved in to go to church, because I felt like I was going to pull my hair out if I didn't feel semi-together one day. We installed our first mirror in the house last night, so I have been using my phone, you guys, to make sure I don't look crazy before I show up at the store or something. We have no hot water. The gas water heater and gas does not work yet. We're hoping for that in a few days, and that was supposed to be done before we moved in, but we had a delay. Renovation, right? That's real life. So what that means is that we've been taking lots of cold showers. Our poor babies are dirty because we're not forcing them to take a cold shower. And we have, we've not been able to cook. The stove doesn't work, so we've been eating so much takeout. We have so many awesome friends who've offered for us to come over and take showers, and who've brought us food, and who've made this easier for us. But it's been tough living through this. We are not remotely settled, as you're about to see on this little house tour I'm going to take you on. And I just think it's really important to share that this season's hard, and that this is not perfect. It's not like, oh, we live this wonderful life and we are awesome and we can do everything, and we renovated with 2 babies, and look at my pretty room reveals and life is perfect and I always wear makeup and we're always smiling. No, that is not true, and I think that's so important to share with you guys. So brace yourselves for some craziness, and I'm going to take you on a little tour of where we're at right now. All right, friends, welcome to our beautiful home. If you step inside our front door right now, this is what greets you. Okay, I've been redoing dressers for the kids' rooms. They're in the center of the house because it's 1,100 square feet. There's nowhere else to put them. All right, and yep, can't hardly fit through there. Let's take a look at the living room and where we're at. If you can see past all the stuff, which I'm not sure you can, you're going to get a glimpse of some design things that are to come, so that's cool. We can give a little sneak peek. But yeah, that's where we're relaxing these days when that happens. All right, why don't we step on in and see the beauty that is our current dining room, filled with boxes that have nowhere to go until we can get some wardrobes and storage pieces put together, things strewn on the floor, another dresser, stuff everywhere. All right, Dax's room. Currently not Dax's room. Desk and Gracie's crate. Bags of stuff. All right, another view of our living room and dining area here. And look who you're about to see. Poor Gracie girl, y'all. She has been so good. She is jammed in the middle of all this stuff. And you would not know that anything's happened. This sweet girl has gone with us to all 4 houses, and she's a tough one. All right, friends, let's take a look at the kitchen here. You can hear in the background, I've got some babies who are ready to get up from naps, so I'm going to be fast. But looking okay, but nothing works. Cabinets totally empty because we have to have time to install all the fronts to actually make them work. Pantry wall, which is going to be awesome, but it's missing its doors, so we've got lots of little hands and Gracie grabbing things all the time. That hopefully is coming soon. All right, y'all, I told you it is crazy over here. You can't hardly walk around. We're chipping away at it every day, but it's going to take time, and it's going to take a while for us to really recover from this season. You know, we kind of hit a wall last week where we were just exhausted and looking around at all of the mess around us, you know, and we're like, God, did we misunderstand you? Like, this season was harder than we expected. Like, we were not naive thinking it was going to be easy. We had a newborn, we added a second child, and we were renovating a house and moving. We knew that would be hard. But there were a lot of unknown factors that we weren't aware of when we made this decision. You know, Chris had a very stressful season at work that we were not expecting, and that kind of compounded all of this. But we just hit a wall kind of at our wits' end. We were tired of Chris being over here renovating so much, me being alone with the kids. We just feel like we sort of have to recover from this season in some ways. And you know, we were praying like, God, did we misunderstand you? Like, we prayed so much about this. We felt so affirmed in it. You know, you provided this house through crazy circumstances. You provided a buyer for the Buffalo bungalow. Did we not hear you correctly because this was difficult? And it was cool for us to really realize and process and hear God say, no, like, things I call you to do aren't always going to be easy, and there's so much purpose in this to pay off debt, be freed up to do big kingdom focused things that our family would not be capable of otherwise. The sacrifice is worth it, even though it's been hard. And so that's been awesome for us to just be reaffirmed that God is in this, that He sometimes calls us to do really hard things. I think our tendency is to just think, oh, this is difficult, it wasn't God's plan. I know I struggle with that. And I just want to encourage y'all today that if you're in a season that is hard, don't give up on it, right? Sometimes God calls us to walk through the wilderness a little bit, to come out on the other side stronger and to be more equipped for what He has for us. So life is crazy. It is not perfect, but God is still God. He is still good, and He is using this season for His glory, and He's using what this season's made possible for His glory. So I'm going to keep sharing the progress. I'm going to keep trying to share the real life whenever I can, and just want to encourage you guys that you're not alone, that life isn't perfect, life is hard, but there's still so much purpose in it. And I'm just trying to find the joy in every day amidst the cold water and the dirt and the clutter. Okay, thanks y'all for checking in.